This is L'Oreal. I'm here with NeNe Leaks, the one and only.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm so excited to be sitting here with you.
Look at you with your New York accent. I know you're not from these parts because I can always hear their accent.
Yeah, I'm not from here. I just got here like a month ago.
Really?
But I'm here now.
How do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yep, they're embracing me very well.
From New York.
Yeah, I love to see a lot of chocolate people.
Oh, good.
So that's what I'm here for.
That's like Atlanta.
Yes. I call Atlanta like the Black Hollywood.
Yes, it
and
is.
I'm here with them with the chocolate
Black
city.
Hollywood.
So that works for me.
Yes.
So you just opened your store, the Swag Boutique in the MGM.
I opened my third location in the MGM at the National Harbor.
Right. What made you do it here in the DMV area?
Well, I actually came here last year to do a comedy show. You know, I have a all-women's comedy show out on the road that I produced with Sherry Shepherd, Lonnie Love, Adele, Melanie Camacho. And so we did the show here last year. And I thought, this is a very nice place. I didn't even know this place existed. Right. I didn't even know that they had built a MGM here at that time. And then I came back earlier in this year. I think it was around February I came. And I went downstairs to the spa. And I was going to be going out to dinner. So I went down there to get makeup, and I said to them, it's a little chilly outside. I need to run downstairs and get me a shirt because I didn't pack the right thing. So I'm going to go downstairs and get a shirt. She said, where you going to get the shirt at? I said, downstairs where the stores are down there. She said, there ain't no woman's store down there. I said, yes, it is. I saw the stores. I saw the MCM store. She said, but there's not a woman's store here. I said, you know I have boutiques, don't you? And she said, yes. I said, who I need to talk to, child? You mean to tell me that women are the number one shoppers and we don't have a woman's store here, but we have a men's store here? Crazy? And so, you know, honey, I seized the opportunity.
That's right.
I called and I said, listen, who do I need to speak to? I'm here and I'm going to be leaving Sunday. And I need to talk to somebody about having a boutique here. And they said they'd love to talk to me, but they couldn't talk to me till Monday. And I said, well, I will extend my trip if this is going to be a serious conversation. And they said, no, we'd love to sit down and talk to you.
That's great.
I pitched it to them that day, and the rest is history.
So you also have Michelle Williams just come by the store.
Michelle and I, you know, we have become really cool. She lives out in Atlanta right now. And, you know, it's weird, the people that you connect with. You never know who you're going to connect with. And we literally connected on a flight together.
Wow.
You know, she was sitting behind me and I was sitting in front of her. And prior to that, she had sent me a couple of messages, like through my manager, because she knew my manager, like, you know, tell NeNe I'm praying for her, and, you know, this, that, whatever, you know, Greg is going through. And she would do that. And then we happened to bump into each other on the plane, and we just had one of those relationships. We bumped into each other. We just talk. And next thing you know, we had done landed.
Right.
And we were still talking. We were like, girl, give me your number. And we just connected. We just, like, connected like
But
that.
you are the first Black woman to retail in MGM,
in
correct?
MGM, isn't that
That's
right?
amazing. Congratulations on that.
I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I was like, y'all ain't got no black folk?
You know how it is, girl. You know how it is, girl.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
So I'm glad you spoke on Greg because the two of y'all seem to be doing great now.
Yeah.
And he looks in good spirits.
He looks amazing.
Yeah,
you know, he's
he
free of
really
cancer. Good. He's gained his weight back. He looks really good.
So you had your problems just like anybody else in the world.
Yeah, and we continue to have them.
Right. So do you feel like at any point, like especially going through the dark times, that you ever like fell out of love with him? And if so, how did y'all reconnect that?
You know, when you've been with somebody as long as I've been with Grace, I've been with Grace, I was 28 years old. And so I think you go through those moments where you come in and out. Like, I really love you. Then like, I don't know if I really like you today.
Right, get away from
I
me.
love you.
Right.
I don't know if I really like you now. You know, but the good thing about me and Greg, we've always been friends. And I think that is one of the things that keep us, like, cool. We're friends. Whether we be together forever or not, we will always be good. Because we're friends, and we've known each other for so many years. We're still together. We've been together for a long time.
Right. Yeah. So when you go through your issues and stuff like that, do you get, like, guys sliding in your DM and trying to shoot their shot?
I've never had a person to slide into my DM before.
Really?
It's really weird. I've never had that. They slide into my face.
Wait, like, so what's worse?
Hey,
because you can't really avoid them.
They're like, hey, what's
your
going
face,
on?
Right?
Yeah. No, they're like, hey, what's going on? You know, guys just come out of nowhere. I was just saying to these girls that it's been weird with me over the years. Every guy that I've ever talked to, they immediately go with me. They be like, we go together.
No, that's great then. You got something going on
over there,
well,
you know.
So So, okay, you've been
Yeah.
with Greg since 28.
Yes.
And Jada Pickett just recently came out and admitted to having a threesome before. Have you
Oh.
ever engaged in any? No.
I've never had a threesome. I honestly would say it.
Really?
And I really like guys. I like guys a lot. Like I like guys. Like
Same.
I'm like a girl that's cool with guys.
Right.
Because I really like guys. And I have never. Now I've been around girls because back in the day I worked in the strip club.
Right.
So I've been around girls who kind of butch like. And if I was gonna date a girl, she definitely had to be a butch.
Right.
Because I like guys. So I'm gonna need her to act like a guy. But a threesome, I've never gotten into that. I've never, and my dude ain't never asked for a threesome.
Really? Well, that's great. I think that shows respect.
Yeah, he's never. I've been with Greg a long time. He never said, you know what, we need to do a threesome. I would have taken that mic and pop him right across
I
the
know,
head.
that's
We're
right.
not doing nothing.
He probably was too scared to
He
ask
was
you,
not
I
gonna-
think.
I don't think it's his thing.
Right.
You know, but we've talked before about, like guys always say, we'd love to see two girls together. But I don't think he thought that he would be in a situation with me and anybody.
Right, right.
No.
Okay, so you had the infamous closet scene that
Yes, I
happened
did.
with
Yes,
you.
yes,
So first,
yes.
before we get into the drama of the things, I want to ask, how much about do you think your closet may be worth?
My closet's worth a lot.
I'm sure.
It really is.
I'm 100% sure.
It's worth a lot.
Yeah, so that
No.
is that part of the reason why you didn't want them up in your
No.
stuff?
Mm-mm.
You just
No.
told them no.
No. I am. I'm not the neatest person, but I'm fairly neat,
Right.
and I like my house is really clean,
Right.
and I like clean stuff, and I don't like for people to see my stuff unorganized. And my closet was really a wreck. Like way more unorganized than I really am in real life.
Right.
Like I travel a lot, so I go in, I drop a suitcase and get another suitcase. I pull out the dirty clothes, throw them in the dirty clothes basket, and I put more clean stuff in there.
Right.
So my suitcases was like all over the place.
It wasn't ready.
And they had never been upstairs in my house before. And they'd never been in my closet. And I wanted to be able to show them my closet in a nice way.
Right.
And I felt like they were just literally taking that from me, just going into my closet. And then besides that, I had a few drinks. After a few drinks, I was like, look, this is my doggone closet.
Right, right.
So I didn't want anybody to go in the closet.
Right.
I didn't want them to see my stuff looking crazy though.
Period. Do you feel like if Portia wasn't pregnant, you would have had to put the pause on her?
I ain't never been scared, That's the truth. But no, I don't want to be known for that.
Okay.
It's not something I want to be known for. I know all of us, we can pop off at times.
Right.
But I don't want to be known for that.
I do feel like they try to push you a lot
Yeah.
to get into some kind of altercation.
Well,
and
I'm
we
an
haven't seen
OG,
that.
so
Yeah.
I really get it. If you watch the show from the beginning, I'm an original housewife, and I feel like if you're going to come for somebody, you need to come for the original.
That's
or you need to
right.
come for somebody that's newsworthy. And I
Right.
think that's how they be thinking. We need to come for somebody who's newsworthy.
Yeah, because then they
Now,
have to be,
and
there's
it works
something to
for
talk
you.
about.
Then
Right.
it works for you, opposed to let me just come for old girl up the street. That ain't going to help you none.
Exactly.
So that's how I always think they think. Secondly, a lot of the girls who are newer on the show, they trying to get the bag, and they're
Right.
also trying to impress the executives so they can have another season. So I think they feel like if we can go up against NeNe, I think that's gonna be a good one for us.
I
I think
wonder
the executives will think we ain't scared.
Right. I wonder
know?
do you think the producers are actually putting them against you? Because I've done reality
I
TV
feel like
before.
that. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the producers, they ain't always in my favor. I also think they know that I am the kind of person, if you push me up against the wall, I'll come out fighting. So I think that's good for TV, for the
Right.
producers, not for
Absolutely.
me.
Absolutely.
But if y'all get NeNe, you mess with her enough, she's gonna come out and we're gonna have a good show.
Right.
So I feel like they know who to, they know how to make the show work.
True. That's very true.
So
So it's reported that you're in the middle of contract negotiations. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm not in contract negotiations.
No.
My contract is done.
It's done. Okay.
Yeah.
So just say that y'all
I
couldn't
was
come.
in negotiation for a long time.
You was. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just say they couldn't come to an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think the show would do? They've been without you before,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you think they would do without you now?
I don't know how well they would do without me now. This season, I would honestly say I can't see them doing that well without me this season. And I'll tell you why. Because all of them are acting as if they are friends. And reality shows, it's got to have some drama.
That's right.
And they all can't be friends and hold hands on the show. I'm not friends with most of them. So it would be a big mistake to not have me there.
Exactly.
Because I am the drama.
That's
I
the
am
whole
not
story.
friend. That's the whole thing. Because I unfollowed everybody.
NeNe, have you ever been a rapper or something? Because your comebacks are so quick it's like you're freestyling almost. And the shade
I was
is
emotional, girl.
Oh, it's good.
I was emotional. And I just reacted. Like, I'm really like that. I just reacted emotionally. If they didn't have me this season, let me tell you what they would have to do. They would have to literally turn on each other. Yeah. For no real reason.
Which I feel like for a couple dollars they could figure out how.
They would do it if I said tomorrow I wouldn't be back. Somebody gonna turn.
Do you feel like there was anyone that got a peach snatched away from them that actually deserved it?
This past season?
Period.
I don't know. One thing I have to say about the show, I am for the good of the show because I want the show to continue to come back year after year after year. Right. And there are, I think I'm great for the show, but I also think there are other girls on this show that's great for the show as well. Right. In order for this show to go, it takes a few of us to make this train move. Right. So there's some girls that are good for the show. Okay. And it's okay to have them here, as long as my check's still here.
Okay, so it's Pride Month, and you've been known to support the LGBTQ community. So apparently, you're set to be on the Bravo float, but so is Cynthia. Yes. So how are you going to handle that situation? Are you going to avoid her? You're going to talk?
I do not plan to talk to her. Okay. I feel sorry for her. So I plan to, I can say hello. I can stand beside her. Right. I just ain't got no combo for her.
Right. Do you feel like she's falling victim to like the same thing you're saying, like knowing that you're like the biggest and not most only longest character?
I was a friend to her. Yeah. No matter what the show portrayed or seen, she knows that. Right. And I know that. I felt like she was a friend to me, and I feel like I was a friend to her. It looked
like y'all were really good friends.
And I feel like she has definitely fallen victim to, she need to do whatever she needs to do to be on the show. And see, I'm not that girl. I'm never going to do whatever I need to do to be on the show. Certainly, if you are my girl, I'm this kind of girl. If we down, we down. That's now, the producers ain't going to be able to tell me nothing. And they know they ain't going to be able to tell me nothing. So that's why it's easy for them to tell her. Because they would never be able to come to me and say, you need to turn on Cynthia. Because I'd be like, that ain't going to never happen, dude. Right. They can tell her that, though, because she's weaker. She's definitely weak.
So you think she's just following along with the crowd? Or
she's just doing whatever she needs to do. She looks really desperate. She's doing whatever she needs to do to try and stay on the show. And she just looks desperate to me. And it's really sad. It's really sad because she's done a lot of stuff that people just don't know about. And it's really funny because people watch the show and they just start thinking that you're this way and that person is that way. Right. And the show has a lot to do with that. We can't help what they show. But it's a lot of stuff about her that's not cool, but it's easier for her to get on any platform and say it's a lot of stuff about NeNe that's not cool because they'll show me not being cool. Right. But they're not necessarily showing her not being cool.
But it's like you'll live your truth.
I can take I can take the, people would believe that about me, and they would not believe that about her, which is, I used to really struggle with that, but now I'm like, it just is what it is, man. I guess everybody out here trying to get a check. I don't know. Right. I don't really think like that though. It bothers me when people just think about money only.
Yeah, that's true. Dang, but I don't think you have much worries for money, and maybe that's
maybe that's
what it is. Yeah.
But I think that this is an amazing platform, and you have to use it while you can. Right. So I feel like for all of us that's on this platform, they can have other things as well. Right. They can make it work. But some of these girls on these reality shows, not just housewives, they don't know how to make it work for them. Right. So the show is all they got. And they know if this show go away, they are
it's a mess for them,
because they can't go nowhere else. They can't do nothing else. They're not talented, they're not savvy enough to start this business or that business. So
So speaking of using the platform, you're pretty much one of the best people to do it in reality TV, period.
I try.
So are you thinking of stepping out anytime soon and actually making a series where you might have 4 women or 5 women get together and do your own, your own series?
I would never probably be on another show, an ensemble show. Yeah. This is an ensemble cast and I've done it.
I mean more so of you directing it, not even
absolutely.
being a part of it.
Now, I would love
Yeah.
to produce and anything to bring other women up. I've always said, there's a lot of young, fabulous girls. I'd love to bring them up and put them in position. I produce a comedy show that's on the road with Lonnie Love, Sherry Shepherd, and all of them, and that's my show, and I produce that show. And I would love to do that in television. Television is very tricky. It's all about who you know, and they have a way of not wanting to let you in. Because people come to me all the time and be like, NeNe, you need to produce this, you need to do that, you need to do that. And there are people, believe it or not, that are sitting places blocking you. People that are sitting in these high executive seats, they are blocking you. It's the law against that, but there are people that are blocking you.
Right, and you have no idea about it. And
you
it's
know
just
about
things
it,
happen.
but it's like you can't do a whole lot about it.
Right.
It's going to take a whole lot of us together to do something about it.
And what about, because Matthew knows, he referred to the whole Beyonce, Kelly situation as like colorism in the industry. But I feel like you're a beautiful brown girl that's making things happen. And if I was to think about reality TV, you would be one of the first people to come to mind.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So do you think that also lives in reality TV with the colorism? I don't think so.
I'm not so sure.
I don't think so.
I'm not so sure. I can't say that some of that don't exist. I'm sure that it probably does exist.
Right.
But yeah, the talent should be the thing that takes you the furthest.
Right.
But unfortunately, it's not always true.
Right. Okay, so we're going to switch it to the fun side. You was a stripper before.
I was a
You
stripper.
still be twerking sometimes?
All the time. I actually like to twerk, honey, and shake, honey, and rock it.
You got to do a class one time. Because I don't know how to twerk.
You don't?
No, I'm stiff.
You got to do the booty shake? Now make your booty clap?
I don't know how to, I can make my booty clap.
I like the booty clap.
But I can't twerk. Can you teach me at least?
Twerking is definitely a technique.
Yes, I see.
And it really, to me, it's like just like throwing your booty.
Right? Okay.
You gotta really catch that.
Like that. I'm doing it.
But I mean, more than twerking, I like the booty clap.
The booty clap is better, right? It's a little sexier, right?
I like it. I like the booty clap. Nah. I think the twerking is, it's all right. But I think guys like to see the booty shake.
I think so too. Does Greg still like that?
Greg love that. I think, honey, the older,
Yeah, the older the better.
They want to see all that. They like. Very focused.
Well, thank you so much, NeNe,
Thank
for
you.
sitting down
Thank you
with
so much
me.
for having me.
And make sure y'all check out the Swag Boutique.
Yes, check out Swag Boutique. If you can't make it out, you can go to swagboutiqueonline.com and buy some.
That's amazing. We're going to make sure everybody supports because we support Black women-owned businesses up here.
That's great. I love being an entrepreneur, by the way.
Yes.
I love it.
Do you have anything else in the works after?
Listen, I'm forever thinking about every single thing. Every time I think I'm the baby Magic Johnson.
I know that's right.
I really do. I'm like, Magic Johnson just stopped playing basketball and just made all this money being an entrepreneur. And I just love doing it. My son is 20 and he's trying to be an entrepreneur. Right. So I'm trying to help him. He ain't thinking broad enough yet. He's just 20. He's like, I'm just trying to wrap some cars, Mom, and
that's cool.
Have a car
wash.
It is a talent.
Yeah.
He's like, he likes to pimp my ride kind of thing.
I like that.
Yeah, he likes to do it.
At least he's not just like a rapper like everybody
no.
else wants to be.
No, he doesn't want to be a rapper. He's very funny, and I think he should be a comic. And he finished comedy school, but he, on the other hand, is like, that's not what he want to do. Right. So I'm just trying to let him do his thing.
Well, he may have the all-male side of what you're doing for the female
and
comedy.
I'm good. I love for him to be an entrepreneur. I really would. Would. But I want him to think big. But I know at 20, it's only so far he can go.
Right, right.
So he's like, I want to pimp my ride, like pimp all the cars out.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, he has you to back him, so I know that's
I will do as much as I can.
Yeah.
But some things I got to do on his own.
Because you're like, I'm not about to hold his hand. He grown now.
No, he's 20. He's still young.
You did a good job so far.
He's a good boy. He really is. We have to give him that. He's a good boy.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.